Zacks rank buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks rank buys. A packaging company along with a weight loss provider make up our aggressive growth stock picks this week. Bill Wilton, aggressive growth stock strategist at Zacks.com, highlights them for us. I said weight loss provider, but it's a weight loss program provider, I guess, right?
Yeah, they provide that in the food, but we can get into that a little bit later.
Yeah. First, let's go with the packaging company. UFPT Technologies, makers of protective packaging, right?
Yeah, so essentially, things that go inside a box, you'll see those form-fitted, plastic
Inserts.
contraptions, to keep everything safe. They make those. They reported their most recent quarter on August 3rd. They actually announced a record level for sales for them, which came in at about $30 million, up 43% from the previous quarter. Now, this was partly due to an acquisition, but they also saw some widespread growth across several of their divisions. So, a good combination of organic growth as well as through the acquisition. Their earnings per share for the quarter came in at 34 cents, beating expectations out there, which is always something that we're looking for. The other thing I like about them is that they're trading with pretty good valuations here, just 9 times forward earnings. That's pretty impressive, especially when you consider the growth rates that they're looking for moving forward. We've got analysts upping their estimates, which obviously are usually a little bit more conservative, so hopefully they'll come in ahead of those in the future as well. Right now, you can see that shares were up on the news. They retraced a little bit with the overall market weakness, but lately it's looking that momentum is back on their side. They've got a nice MACD crossover here, and if they can push past that previous high, I expect some good things for them moving forward.
All right, and Medifast, MED, the ticker symbol, is that weight loss program provider that I referred to earlier.
Yeah, and what they do is they offer the meals themselves as well as coaching programs and support groups. Those are the types of things that give people a little bit more commitment. One, it makes them more likely to succeed, which is obviously what you want going into the program. It also keeps them more dedicated, so they're going to be buying more food, things like that. So it really makes a lot of sense. Their most recent quarterly report was August 5th. They beat expectations by 4 cents, reporting 38 cents 38 cents, which was 4 cents ahead of the estimate. Their net income roughly doubled for the period, so they're seeing a lot of year-over-year growth here. One thing we have seen in a recession, people like to take care of themselves, make them feel good in any way they can, and so this is one of those companies that benefits from that. Granted, it is kind of a discretionary spending, but when people are cutting out so many other things, they're willing to splurge if it makes them feel good, which is something we're seeing here. They're also trading with a good value. That PEG ratio is at 0.8, which means we're getting the growth at a reasonable price. Anything under 1.0 or about there is fairly priced. Anything under that is considered to be a discount. So that's always something good to see. For right now, their full year projections are looking fantastic. Should be another like 73% growth this year, another double-digit increase next year. And one of the things I like most about this company is their overall trend. I look at these 5-year consensus charts a lot because they really tell you the broad picture of what's going on. A lot of times we get lost in the noise, from day-to-day trading. But here you can see each of these colored lines is a full year Zacks consensus estimate. It's increasing a little bit year over year, and then you're seeing those estimates continue to climb throughout the year. So analysts are liking it. Things are very consistent with them. They have been volatile lately, but that's why I like to almost ignore the trading, the price action. Focus on these estimates because that's what's going to drive it over the long haul and get you those good returns.
All right, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
If you want to check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock picks for yourself, go to our homepage, Zacks.com, if you're not there already. We put 4 new stock pick ideas up there for you daily, 1 in each of the investing categories that we write about on Zacks.com, and aggressive growth being one of those main categories. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffalo.